You're listening to leadai.dev. OpenAI introduces plugin system to Codex for enterprise management. OpenAI's new plugin system for Codex allows enterprises to govern AI coding agents effectively, enhancing compliance and customization. What shipped? LeadAI.dev reports that OpenAI has launched a plugin system for Codex, enhancing its functionality for enterprise users. This new feature allows organizations to tailor AI agents' behaviors according to their internal policies. The Codex API has been updated to v2.0, which introduces new endpoints that facilitate plugin integration. Developers can now use the Create Plugin endpoint to build custom plugins that dictate how Codex interacts with user input, ensuring compliance with corporate guidelines. Codex API updated to v2.0 with plugin support. New Create Plugin endpoint allows custom behavior definition. Why this matters. This plugin system is particularly relevant for enterprises with teams exceeding 50 developers who frequently deploy AI coding solutions. For instance, teams executing over 1,000 API calls daily will now have the ability to tailor Codex to ensure that all generated code adheres to specific coding standards and security protocols. Previously, enterprises had limited control over AI behavior, relying solely on predefined settings. The downside is that implementing these plugins could require additional development time and resources. Teams of 50 plus can customize AI behaviors for compliance. Enterprises can now manage AI tools previously lacking control. How to take advantage. If you're using Codex in your enterprise for coding tasks, here's what to do. First, update your OpenAI SDK to v2.0. Next, utilize the new Create Plugin endpoint to define your custom plugin that aligns with your coding standards. For example, you might create a plugin that checks for security vulnerabilities in code snippets. This can be done within the next 2 weeks to ensure compliance before your next project release. Additionally, consider developing a testing phase for the plugin to gather feedback from your development team. Update your OpenAI SDK to v2.0. Define your compliance-focused plugin using Create Plugin. What to watch. As enterprises adopt this new plugin system, it's important to monitor any potential limitations, such as the complexity of developing and maintaining custom plugins. Early adopter feedback will be crucial in identifying best practices for integration. OpenAI plans to provide further updates to the plugin system within the next quarter, which may include additional features or improvements based on user input. Thank you for listening. LeadAI.dev. Watch for limitations in plugin development complexity. Expect more updates from OpenAI in the next quarter. Key takeaways. Teams can enforce coding standards with custom plugins for Codex, ensuring compliance. Enterprises executing 1,000 API calls/day will benefit significantly from tailored AI behavior. The new plugin system requires upfront development but enhances long-term control over AI tools. Market signals. Increased enterprise adoption. Enterprises are more likely to adopt AI tools that offer governance features. What to do next? If your team is developing 10 applications a year, prioritize implementing plugins this quarter. If compliance is a concern and you're spending $500/month on Codex, adopt the new plugin system ASAP. If your current setup lacks controls, evaluate the plugin options available within the next month. This has been LeadAI.dev. Stay building.